Hello, it's Adam here, also known as ABanimationLtd, and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. So, in the previous episode, you'll remember that we launched our new space station, or at least the core of the new space station, Citadel Station, as I'm calling it, in memory of the old location from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Okay, you can just hear the Kerbal then using the Chatterer mod here. I think we heard some of that last time when we were launching a core, but that didn't have any Kerbal in it. This has got Randall in, so we can actually hear the talking now. This is a manned ship. Basically this is just a ship that I've quickly thrown together with the idea of docking this with Citadel Station to put the first Kerbal aboard it. So that's going to be Randall. He will be the first guest aboard the station, I suppose, and this station's at just about the right location, so we'll get all this set up. You'll notice that the graphics have been turned down because I was having massive frame rate issues. You know, the bad news is that everything now looks kind of rubbish. The good news is that I can now actually look around and look at, Planet Kerbin, and the frame rate's still actually usable. Alright, so let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off. And we are away. So far. Going to throttle down a little bit, so there's not really much point going faster than 200 meters a second to slow down. It's a bit of a waste of fuel right here. Okay, let's get rid of that. Throttle up. So far, I've not tried to put this particular ship into orbit before, but hopefully we'll be able to make it. And it's got plenty of fuel here, so it looks like it should be able to. Just a bit concerned about its speed, so we are going up quite slowly now, actually. So the frame rate has decreased an awful lot again. About time for us to begin with gravity. Oh, I just realised I've not put any winglets on this at all. I hope that doesn't become too much of a problem. I don't think it should be too much of a problem. Right, let's begin this gravity turn in earnest now, because we are picking up quite a fair bit of speed. There's not really any point in wasting that speed, so let's get a move on. Beginning this properly now. Yeah, head over to 45. Which is about there. Okay, our perhaps is going up, very nice. Whether that's going to run out any moment now. Ooh, right, okay, I'm just gonna cut off the engine there. Okay, that's reasonable, I suppose. It looks like we're going to fall slightly short of the space station, so we'll keep that about there. We'll go for about 80. This is in a 100 by 100 orbit. Okay, we'll probably go for there. So we'll be in a lower orbit than the station. That will allow us to catch up with it. And once we are below it, we'll raise our orbit up and we should be on a nice little intersect with the station. Conveniently, we've still got a lot of fuel left in this. This will actually get us up into orbit. And then hopefully there'll be enough fuel here. And this little bit of a ship to dock with the station. Alright, so we'll use a bit of our RCS. How much is there? Okay, it's looking like there should be enough. We shouldn't have to worry about that so much. Okay, we'll want to aim in that general direction, I suppose. Okay, excellent. Yeah, I was definitely right about wanting to go in the lower orbit. We are falling way behind the Citadel station. Okay. You'll notice that okay, these people are starting to talk quite a lot now. Can I turn down their volume a little bit? So you'll notice that I have moved the original space station, Kerbal Orbit Outpost 1, up to a much higher orbit, up at about 150, 160-ish. This is just to keep it out of the way of Citadel Station. I did something similar with our satellite, which is halfway up at 246 at the moment. Okay. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's time to start doing this now. That speed isn't going up particularly quickly, I'm gonna be honest there. I should probably have started this a little bit earlier. I've got quite a lot of extra speed to get before we'll be in a stable orbit. Okay, we've gone past our apoapsis now. That isn't particularly good. And again, we're up to nearly 1600 meters a second already. We need to get to about 2200 to be in a stable orbit. As you can see, our path is starting to stretch around the planet now. Our altitude isn't going down too quickly yet, which is what I was most worried about. Okay, yeah, I think we should probably be able to make this without too much difficulty. Okay, excellent. Right. Okay. Right. We obviously need to get this thing up. Okay, periaps. Right. We'll go for about 30 here. Now what I'm going to do is detach this, because this big launch stage wants to go back down to the planet, so we'll detach that. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Right, this is to actually set up. Right, okay. Decouple. Right. Oh, what? Oh, goodness. What? Has it been draining fuel from there? Oh, dear. Oh, that's no good. Right, quick, we need to redock with this again. Quickly now. Oh, goodness. It's not redocking with it. How much distance do I need to put between them? Ought to be enough. Oh dear, that's not good at all. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, careful now. Oh dear. Oh, for crying out loud, this isn't not good. Actually, no. Screw it, I know what I'm doing. We'll get into orbit using our RCS. Quite unconventional, but hopefully it'll work. It also means we're okay. This plan did kind of fail in that we've used fuel we've used up all the fuel in this fuel tank. There's no fuel left in there basically. So in other words, this ship is completely relying on its RCS reserves, which we've already used a little bit of that up. I was looking at when we might end up re-entering here. Right, I don't want that to end up above there because we've got catching up to do. Right, we are going to end up re-entering the atmosphere. Hopefully it won't cause too much of a problem. Yeah. Right. I really don't have time for this because it's going to go through the atmosphere really slowly. So I'm going to stop recording for a while and come back once we've got through the atmosphere. Alright, we are back. We've escaped the atmosphere. Kind of interestingly, you can see about 30 kilometers away our target kind of hovering there. If I go onto the map, you'll see it's just there. I had to actually use a bit of RCS as we were coming through the atmosphere, because otherwise this apoapsis would have ended up coming down into the atmosphere as well, and we would have ended up in an orbit that would have gradually just sunk down and crashed into Kerbal. So now we've gotten through, as you would expect. Once we get around to the apoapsis here, we will raise that side of it up a little bit. So that side will end up about the atmosphere, and I'm going to put the I'm going to have the control button on. No, not control, caps lock, which is fine-tuned controls. Right, okay. RCS on, right. Let's thrust forward the old RCS, get that periapsis up out of the atmosphere so we're in a stable orbit. And then we can start thinking about how we're going to dock with the station. So we are now in a stable orbit. I'm just going to get this up to about, well, what it currently is, about 89 by 88, which is fair enough. Okay, so currently we're in a kind of faster lane than the Citadel station, so we're going to continue to get further in front of it. So what I'm going to need to do is bring the apoapsis up to around about here. So now we'll hopefully be catching up, and what I should do is set this as a target. Okay, we've got an ascending node coming up, so this is an opportunity for us to get on the right kind of diagonal, not diagonal, kind of like the proper, I don't know what the right term. Okay, next stage, now we need to actually approach the station, so we'll aim in the approximate right direction, which is about here, and just kind of, actually, I should probably be on. That'd be a nice place to start, I guess. Just using our controls here, we will build up a bit of speed towards it, otherwise it'll probably take us quite a while to get there, but basically we should now be heading, but yes, as you can see, our distance is going down. It's now almost 600 meters. Because we're on the nighttime side, we can't really see it at the moment. Although it should be sunrise any minute now. Yes, sunrise is coming, but we can't look at that. We've got to keep an eye on the ball here, otherwise we'll end up crashing into Citadel Station. That would not be good. We'll want to slow down once we get to about maybe 200 meters. Be sure to make some course corrections. We want to be heading as closely towards the target as possible, and this is a very light, small craft as well, so it's very manoeuvrable. Okay, so I'm going to slow down now. As the sun comes up, it illuminates our target and ourselves, so we ended up not having to use the headlights I installed. And this ship, by the way, is it's a is a new type of Orbitus craft that I developed. If you remember the old Orbitus series of spaceships, which I used back in the day when I started playing Kerbal Space Program. Right, so I'm going to actually switch craft right now over to this, and what I want to do is actually orient the craft along a specific direction. I'm going to point Citadel Station exactly north. So this means that I hopefully won't drift around too much, because that will cause real problems for docking, as you might imagine. If we can actually see the approaching spacecraft yet. Is that it? Yeah, that's it, the Orbiter's 10 over there. Okay, so that's facing exactly north now. Right, so let's switch back. Okay, excellent. Now, let's just set a random docking port as our target and start heading towards it again. Again, making any necessary course corrections. Okay, so we're approaching now. Excellent. We are kind of coming down. Okay, let's slow down a little. Which docking port are we actually aiming for here? Oh dear, hold on, we've got a bit of a problem here. Houston, we have a problem. The target is actually rotating by itself, which is not good, as you might imagine. Let's try and get this back up on the proper orientation here. Oh, careful. Despite my attempts to keep it steady. Okay, it looks stable enough, I reckon. Okay. Oh, we should probably open one of the docking ports so it can actually dock. Actually, no, let's head for that one right there. Can I go into chase view? That's what we want, I think. Yeah, right, okay. Okay, very good. Right, so now we're going to kind of come along to here, just above this, and we'll turn around and actually dock with it. I believe that docking port there is the one that the actual launcher of Citadel Station was originally attached to. So that one's actually open, and we've got an SSTV transfer going on here. Okay, so we are almost over the correct docking port, so let's slow down a little, not that much, because this being such a light craft, the RCS is very sensitive, as you might imagine. Right, we want to be about here. Okay. Oh, okay, right. Oh, no, that's not what I want to do at all. Oh, oops. Yes, that's more like it. Okay, good. Okay, excellent, right. Okay. Oh, I just realised something. We're actually heading the wrong way here. We can't dock with a parachute. Dear me, right. We need to turn the whole ship around. Oh, okay. Not that dramatically. How much RCS have I got? Not much. Oh dear, oh dear. Whoa, okay. I almost docked a bit too, faster than I was expecting there. Right, okay. Yeah, how light this craft is causing some real problems here. Okay, very good, very good. Right. Oh! And we're docked. Excellent, right, so here you can see our spaceship now attached to its docking port on the back of the station. So now what we need to do is have our astronaut, who's currently sat inside the little pod here. That's a really low frame rate. Oh, I shouldn't be changing the orientation of this ship, should I? I forgot about that. I'm sure I positioned this facing like up here. What happened to all that? You know, facing up north. Did that just like fail then, I guess? Right, well whatever, it's facing north now. Unless that's got something to do with this, adding this to it, maybe changing the orientation. Right, well anyway, there we go. Right, so Randall needs to let go because he's going to exit his little pod. And basically, this little bit here now, oh goodness, steady on there, Randall. Basically, this little bit here is going to act as a kind of escape pod from the station. So it will stay here, docked, and if Randall ever needs to get away from the station in a hurry, he can just fly out there, decouple, and then head home back to Kerbal. Anyway, let's just head towards the kind of little crew quarters we've got set up here. They're not much at the moment, just a single room. Okay, so we'll grab and board. And Randall Kerman is now safely aboard the station. So let's have a look. What does it look like inside? It's got an absolutely beautiful view. Here you can see the planet Kerbal overhead with all the stars and everything there. Yeah, excellent. Very good indeed. So there we go. I guess that's that mission accomplished. We have a Kerbonaut aboard the Citadel station. So next, we need to actually start adding more modules to this to kind of help expand the capabilities of this station. So we'll want, of course, we talked about having the command module. We'll be having the habitation module where people live. We'll be having the what's it now? A communications module. We're having a science module. This is now the 0.23 update, so there's a very nice new kind of science laboratory that we'll be having somewhere on this station, I think. There'll of course be big solar arrays attached to it. There'll be big fuel tanks for refueling spaceships and all that fun stuff, but that will all be in future episodes of Kerbal Space Program. So until then, that's all for me. If you liked this video, a like would really be appreciated. Subscribe for more, and don't forget to leave feedback in the comments. That's all from me. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.